Live from the Atlanta Apparel Market, this is Emily Benson, the host of the Boost Your Boutique podcast, coming to you to give you some live reports on what's going on here at Atlanta Market. Obviously, I'm not inside the market. I'm in my hotel room, but I spent the entire freaking day there, and there's some good stuff, you guys. There's some good stuff going on, okay? First of all, the best thing that's happening is my new earrings. Amazing. I bought a whole new slew of earrings, so don't worry, I will be premiering a new pair of earrings on every live stream for the next 2 months, okay? Also, I bought this great necklace. Unclear how to wear these, but whatever. I like it. So hi, I'm Emily Benson. I'm the Forbes and InStyle featured founder of Stylish and Successful and the Fashion Truck, and I'm the host, like I said, of the Boost Your Boutique podcast. There was a new episode this week. I uploaded it a little bit later in the day, so if you haven't gone and updated your podcast app, please go do that, guys. It's a good episode, and actually, it's about attending trade shows. So, yeah, Katie, I'm in Atlanta. Hey, Ashley. Hi, Sophia. You guys, I'm very quickly going to share this to my group called the Fashion Truck Tribe. If you're not a member of the Fashion Truck Tribe, I urge you to join. There are some really good conversations going on over there, and I'm going to share some of that there. So most of you don't know. Hey, Gladys, thank you. You're welcome. Most of you don't know, I actually ended up canceling my event in Atlanta for various reasons that I'm not going to get into here, but I have an amazing one-on-one client who I had promised I would come and shop with. So I was here, I'm shopping, and damn, it feels good to shop and market, you guys. I miss shopping so much that literally today I was like, I should open a store again. I should open a store. Don't worry, I'm not going to, okay? It's just it's in my body. I swear to God, retail is just in my blood. And when I go to market, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. At one vendor, I actually, my client was checking out and I started taking, sneaky pictures. And she was like, oh, are we helping you? And I was like, yeah, she's over there writing an order. I'm just taking some pictures. Meanwhile, I was just, creepy taking pictures because there were things that I liked. I'm such a nerd. I love clothes, you guys. I'm such a nerd about it. Okay, so I have to tell you about a few things, okay? Some good things, some really weird things. But hi, Megan. If you're here and you're joining me or you're watching the replay, I'd love for you to say hi. Tell me where you're checking in from. Tell me what kind of boutique you own, or if you're in direct sales. I want to hear about it. So if you are in direct sales and you don't know what the market is, or maybe you're just buying from Fashion Go and you think that's okay. It's not going to be okay for a while, guys. I'm telling you, I saw vendors that are not on Fashion Go here at the market. And FYI, when you buy from Fashion Go or LA Showroom, you're not getting first dibs. You're getting leftovers. You're getting kind of what's left. So come to a market, okay? Come to an apparel show. Please, please, please. So much fun. Oh my God, Jennifer, you're in Atlanta. I'm literally here for 24 hours. You guys, I swear I'll come back for longer later. If you haven't seen my new earrings, just showing you that. I bought 87 pairs of new earrings because I'm obsessed. I will be back in Atlanta. Don't worry. It's just things are working out really weird this month for me. But I was here with a client. We went and we shopped. It was amazing. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Ashley. Hey, Amy. Hi, other Jennifer. Sorry, Jennifer. I know. Things are really weird right now. I can't explain, but I'm here. I'm here. We're here together, okay? Katie. Hey, girl. Gladys. Amazing. Hey, Kim. Awesome. Good to see you, Kim. Women's apparel and gifts. Amazing. So what I want to tell you, number one, on the market report is, number one, boutique fashion is alive and well. There were many, many floors here at the market open. I was at America's Mart. It's here in downtown Atlanta. And many floors were open. There were a ton of temporary people that came to set up. So many vendors and so many vendors. You guys, UMG told me that they have 6,400 SKUs. Do you know what a SKU is? Stock keeping unit. So that means it's a style and a color, okay? 6,400 SKUs. You guys, These people are out to help you, okay? These vendors want to help you. The problem is, I find today was very slow at Market. There were not a lot of people there, and I'm worried that you guys don't think you need to make the investment to come to Market and touch and feel and like get in it with the clothes. You think that shopping on Fashion Go and LA Showroom is like a legit way to run a business, and it's not. And if you haven't listened to my podcast from this week, I am a huge fan of these trade shows, okay? They happen in New York, they happen in Dallas, they happen in Chicago. Chicago's next week, you guys. Dallas is the week after. You still have time to do this. I registered on site today. I registered here while I was here, okay? You can show up and just bring the credentials with you and register at the event. They're in Dallas and at Magic, okay, in Vegas, but Magic is not until February. So I need you to know that if you are not yet attending a Market and you have started a boutique, you are missing out on all the good inventory. All of it, okay? The things that end up on LA Showroom and Fashion Go are basically leftovers from the show, okay? That's a problem. To me, like, the investment to come to a show like this, one, the show is free, okay? The show is free. You get in for free, okay? They give you a bunch of shit too. You get like tote bags and water and coffee and lunch and blah, 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 okay? You get a bunch of stuff for free from showing up. So what's your investment? One time. I know it's hard to leave your family. I totally get it. But you have to make this commitment to yourself and your boutique. Number two, you have to invest in travel, right? Obviously, like flight, whatever. But if you book early and like you fly Southwest or JetBlue or something cheap, it's not that much, okay? And three is the hotel. Probably the hotel is going to be the biggest chunk, but if you plan well in advance, then you can book a hotel really easily, okay? That's it. It's like, you guys, this is not hard, okay? And let me tell you, what you spend to come to a show is 100% worth it because you're actually spending money on shitty product from Fashion Go and LA Showroom, okay? I just need you to be aware that like coming to a show is a game changer for you and your boutique, okay? Really important. Also, when you come to a place like Atlanta, they have things like cash and carry jewelry stores. So you can literally go buy jewelry and walk out. Like you could go spend $100 on jewelry that you get to touch, feel, pick out from a huge selection like I did today. And I have a whole bag sitting over there. I bought these little, I don't even know what they're called. Does anyone know what these are called? If you could inform me, that would be amazing because I have no idea what they're called. But like, it's just basically suede with crystals on the end. Pretty silly. But guys, I think this was like $4. I think my earrings were like maybe $6, because these are a little more complicated. But like these $6 earrings, you could easily charge $18 to $22 for in your boutique. Okay? That's the thing. You're gonna come here and you're gonna get great 3x margins, right? Market is a must. We love it. It is a must. Yeah, so guys, if you're in Chicago, there's a place called the Merchandise Mart, and the show is called Style Max. So just go on Google. You got to get good. Oh my gosh, you were there. I'm so glad. I didn't see the fashion show. We were shopping. So we didn't see the fashion show. Were you in the fashion show? Your record? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't tell anyone I was here. I have to focus. I had to focus. I was just here for one day. But I swear to you, I'm coming back more and more. Because I'm going to start speaking at these events. I'm going to start selling my books here. I have big plans. Just didn't work out this time. And that's okay. I've been pretty overloaded. So anyway, what are these necklaces called? Anyone? Okay, so the other thing that I want to tell you about Market, my second update from Market, is that you guys, plus sizes are getting better. Yes! This makes me super happy because so much of our conversation in the Fashion Truck Tribe revolves around finding really good plus size vendors. So there was actually a vendor here that was just all plus size, and like it was a massive booth, and it was beautiful, beautiful clothing. Like fit well, really cute, great style, not like old lady shit, like really, really good stuff. So, oh, you like the fashion shows. I like the fashion shows too. I was at Magic in August. Items were selling out left and right. I even missed out on some amazing products. Markets are a must. Yes. And that's the difference. I think people, a lariat necklace, is that what it's called? I have no idea. Thank you. It's a lariat. I got 3 of these. I got this in 3 colors. So there's a vendor that we really, really liked. It's called Jeanette Plus. I really like their quality. I really like their styles. Their prices were like in line, on point. Like you can get your 3x margin easily. We really like Jeanette Plus. And guys, I've got to be honest, like Umgee's plus sizes looked really good. Like they had some really good stuff. That's what I want to tell you too. More vendors seem to be advertising that they had plus sizes. There were more booths that seemed to like cater to plus sizes. So I was really, really excited to see that, because I do think that that's obviously like a massive conversation in the apparel industry right now. And it's so good to finally see wholesalers addressing the issue. So really exciting to see that, like so good. So things look alive and healthy. You know, like I said, though, there wasn't a lot of people at the show. And they said, you know, October can be slower. But we looked at immediate deliveries. We looked at November. We looked at some December. Not many people were showing spring yet. Okay, so tough thing. I'm so hot. Thanks. Hey. Okay, you guys, the other thing too. So I was with one of my one-on-one clients, and we had a 2-hour intensive last week where we literally went through her open to buy and we looked at what she needed, and we talked about where she was moving her assortment, because we're like, she's really, really working hard to get her margins higher and bring in some new merchandise that kind of offsets / complements what she has been really successful with. She's been in business 3 years. And so one of the things we did is we went and we would shop about 3 booths. We'd be really strategic. I have a very, like, if you've listened to this week's podcast, you'll hear my strategy about how to shop in booths. And then we sat down and we regrouped, and we checked in with how much money we spent on dresses, tops, pants, like whatever categories we were looking at. We checked in on how much money we had spent, how much money we had open for the open to buy for the rest of fall. And we were very intentional, and we came in just at her open to buy plan. By the end of it, we did like 2 rounds of that. And at each time after we left the booth, after we did like 3 booths, sat down, we bought at 3 booths. We looked at some other ones, but some people just look like shit this round, you guys. Like some vendors that I love, I was just like, what are you doing? Like I was disappointed in some vendors, I'm going to be honest. And so then what we did is we sat down and we priced everything right there. So she had a plan. Like A, we had a plan coming in, and B, we had a plan, like we did 3 vendors, we sat down, we priced everything, then we figured out how much we had spent, right? And then I took the money that we had spent and minused it from what the total she had to spend. And then when we went into the next 3 booths, I knew, like I did the math on, okay, you have this much money to spend, divided by the average wholesale price, divided by 6 units. I knew how many styles. So we went into a booth, I was like, okay, we have 11 styles of tops and 14 styles of dresses to buy. And we were at our last vendor, and it was one of the bigger vendors, so we knew, like, okay, we could go crazy and kind of pull a lot of stuff. That's my method. You go and you pull whatever you like, you hang it up, you organize it by delivery date and then by style. So dresses, tops, bottoms, like class, category, department, whatever you want to call it. And so we knew going into that last vendor that we had 11 and 14. And so when we went over to the rack and we saw we had so much, I was like, it's fine. We have the room to do this, right? And we went through it, and it was so awesome because we had taken pictures of what we got before. We were kind of working on color palettes. We knew we had gotten a lot of solid stuff with detail, obviously, but then we got to this last vendor, they had a lot of prints. So we worked on building out the prints, making a really robust assortment. And you guys, after the end of the day, we were talking about this, and she said to me, she's like, someone said to me today, she's like, I was working on my plan before you were here. We were like, I was going through the numbers and stuff like that. And a guy came over to me and he was like, oh, you have a plan? And she's like, well, yeah, of course. And he's like, I gotta be honest, like most people that come here don't have a plan. They just come and they buy a bunch of stuff and then they go home and they cancel it. Or it just seems like this is a hobby for them. And listen, if this is a hobby for you, that's great, okay? Awesome, love it. But like, why wouldn't your hobby be profitable? Like, why wouldn't your hobby be successful? Like, why wouldn't you want to actually make money with what you do? Like, it's very confusing to me, but I'm also like a total wolf in business, and like I'm open to every business opportunity that comes my way, and I like go hard. Like I love business. So like that's the other part of it. It's like sometimes I just don't understand when people start businesses as hobbies. Like I'm like, if I'm going to start a business, boom. Very helpful. Priceless info and strategy. You're welcome, you guys. You're welcome, Kristen. It was amazingly efficient, Danielle. Love it. Love it. And what I want you guys to know is this is a service that I'm going to continue offering because I really love it. And I feel like so many of you have like need it. Like, and to go with someone who's like an expert and go shopping with someone who's an expert. I mean, this is like, I love product. And you know, it was nice. Like we got to bounce things off, right? I was like, do you love this? Do you hate this? What about this? You need something for holiday. Have you thought about this? Da, 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 da. And just like, I think that it was such a good synergistic experience where like we were able to like really like bring in a whole new fall assortment. Like most of the stuff she got was immediate. So like in the next 2 weeks, her store is going to look really robust and beautiful. And it's going to be well assorted in terms of price, style, fabric, color. Like we hit all the assortment notes, you know, like one of my favorite things is like tweaking the assortment. I just love it. And so it was really fun. And that's the thing, you guys, if you don't have a plan going to market, if you don't have a plan going into your season, if you don't have a plan going into your boutique, if you're in the stage where you're launching your boutique and you don't have a plan, I have to just breathe. I really want you to have a plan. I really want you to have a plan, okay? Like none of this bullshit, like I'm going and just buying crap. Like none of this, like, oh, well, I'm just going to buy something for everyone. Like, you guys, it's not working. It's not working. And the deal is I'm seeing vendors who are really working hard for you. So, like, how can we make this work better? How can we help the industry rise up when we're not doing our part as boutique owners by having a plan and having a great business model and understanding a great marketing strategy and having a good assortment, right? Like, we've got to raise up a little bit, you know? Like, I am really excited. I don't know, some of you guys have heard this. I'm officially announcing it like very soon, but I'm actually going to be hosting a boot camp for women who are starting a boutique or who are in the like first 6 months of starting their boutique. It's kind of a precursor to Six Figure Blueprint. I'm doing a 6-week boot camp in November and December. And we're going to go through all this stuff. Like, because listen, if you don't have a really good business plan, then like you're never going to get to be able to take Six Figure Blueprint and get to that 6-figure level. Okay. Like it really takes having a plan. And I am determined to help you develop that plan and refine it and make it awesome and make it you. Listen, the deal is you cannot just read my business book, right? My Ultimate Boutique Handbook. You can't just read that and do the business plan and like think that everyone's going to come out the same. Like we all need to also have our own point of view. We need to have a stance on what we love. I mean, I was walking through being like, this would have sold at the fashion truck. I could have sold 6 pre-packs of this. I could have sold the hell out of this. And it didn't work for my client. Like we don't have the same customer. It's not the same style, right? And so that's the thing we all have to learn, right? So if you're interested, I just want to throw this out there because like I haven't totally really announced it yet, but if you're interested in getting more information about the boutique, so I'm calling it Boutique Basics Bootcamp. It's a 6-week group coaching program. I like can't talk because it's been a long day. If you're interested in that, drop your email here in the comments and we will make sure that you get first dibs. I'm limiting the amount of women that are allowed in that program. I expect it to be crazy and sell out because it's going to be a lower price program like my boot camps are because it's an intro. And so if you're interested in that, drop your email below. I would love to talk to you. I would love to get you in that program so you have a really good plan. I know there's a lot of you leaving direct selling, wanting to start your own boutique. Guess what? Totally different. Okay. Thanks, you guys. I love seeing these emails are coming in. Amazing. Love, love, love. Hey, Lacey. Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited for you too. We have your email, Lacey, so don't worry. That's the thing, you guys. I want you to have a solid plan and I can help you build that plan. Okay. Like you don't have to do this alone. You might have read my book. You might have the workbook. But like also I love to talk it out, right? I love to like bounce the ideas. I love to question you. I love to like really get you on board with like your next level boutique. Because as I say all the time, well, I don't know if I've said it all the time. I said it on a recent podcast. The boutique industry is a very easy one to enter. It's very easy. Anyone can do it. Anyone can go get a tax ID. Anyone can buy a domain name. It's a very low cost entry, okay? The difference that's going to set you apart is understanding this plan and having an action plan to go forward, right? So I love this. Holler! I love how many of you guys are set. Yes. Okay, we're going to put you guys on a wait list. Thank you so much. This is amazing. So, Jennifer, you did not miss everything. Don't worry. I was just giving a short report, and I just announced that I'm doing a Boutique Basics Bootcamp. You may have heard of this if you were at my Fashion Truck Tribe party. I announced it. I gave a little teaser there, but we're getting closer to the sign up date, so I want to talk about it as much as possible. And if you're interested in being on the wait list to learn more about that, just drop your email below. But we're going to talk a lot about it in the next 2 or 3 weeks, because I really am concerned that so many women who have a boutique or want to start one, or they're in the first 6 months to a year, I'm really concerned that you don't have a plan. And that scares the shit out of me, because if we are really going to show up as a boutique industry, we're really going to be the retail rebels that we are and be independent, then we need to make sure that we have our ducks in a row, right? We need to make sure that in 2 years, we're not going to go out of business, right? In one of my email sequences, there's a graphic, and I think it says that 80% of retail businesses go out of business in the first 2 years. Oh my God, can we not do that, guys? I don't want you to do that, okay? I don't want you to do it because, you're out of money either. If you do that, I want you to do it because you're actually, this isn't for me. Or, actually, I want to be home with my kids. Or, actually, I'm not really an entrepreneur. I'm not cut out for this. I want to go back to a 9-to-5, right? I want it to be a conscious decision, an intentional decision, not one where you're I don't have any more money. That worries me. Okay, the name of the trade show in Chicago next week is called Style Max, and I believe it has 2 X's, so Style, M-A-X-X. Yeah, thanks, Dawn. Thanks for posting. You guys, if you're up for it, it's getting late. I will stay on for a few more minutes. If you guys have any questions for me, I'll just do a little bit of live coaching if you're into it. There's a bunch of people here, so I'd love to just address any questions that you have. Let me know. It's 11:08, so 10 minutes we can chat for. And like I said, if you're interested in Boutique Basics Bootcamp, drop your email here and we'll make sure that you are on the wait list, and as soon as we open the doors. It's going to be in November and December. It's a 6-week group coaching program. I'm going to walk you through having a GD plan for your boutique so that you are set up for success, okay? So Danielle's texting me, but I'm still on Facebook Live. She was just on here too. So type your questions in the comments if you have questions about really anything. I'll leave it to open coaching, and then I'm gonna pack and get going because I have an early flight back to Boston. I'm headed back to Boston for a few weeks. Really excited to be back home. I'm gonna hang out with my fam. Cool, guys. Thanks for dropping your emails. We will get those into a wait list. Cool. Okay, cool. I'm just waiting for questions. Thanks. Thanks to everyone that watched last week's video. It seems like that one is still getting lots of comments and fire. If you haven't watched my video from last Thursday, it's super motivational. It's really good. And I'm hilarious in it. I was on a total rampage here. So let me just recap, Atlanta live market recap. The first thing was, you've got to come to market if you have a boutique. You've got to figure out how to make the investment to show up in a market. 2 is that, you guys, the vendors are showing up for you. Some of these vendors have really, really awesome products at amazing, amazing prices. And I'm seeing more and more of these vendors address plus sizes, which makes obviously so many of you happy. It makes me really happy. And so just know that, like, because these vendors are showing up, we have to show up for them. Okay, like, it's a two-way street. We need to show up for them. We need to, like, get this great product from them. And when you come to market, you get the first dibs on all this product. So whatever you're buying on Fashion Go and LA Showroom, guess what? You're kind of getting the leftovers, which I can totally see walking through these booths. I can totally see what's going to end up on Fashion Go, like 100%. And then third is, let us make a plan for you. If you are going through this boutique journey and you don't have a plan, like, OMG, it's not okay. Okay, it's not okay. It's not acceptable. You're a business owner. You need a plan, okay? So, cool. Okay, let me just answer some questions and then I'm going to jump off. Lacey, how much should we plan on spending at market? Well, Lacey, that totally depends on your business. So this goes to, we just asked a question in Facebook and Fashion Truck Tribe about what people are struggling with. Seems like people don't know how to manage their inventory, or they don't understand how much inventory they should have. And if you're up and rocking and rolling, your inventory is 100% based on sales. I talk about this a lot in my direct selling groups, because in direct sales, often corporate or whoever, it really encourages direct selling consultants to just keep buying. Like, just buy more. Oh, sales are slow, buy more. You should buy more. Okay, like, no, that's not the solution. It's not the solution in boutiques. So once you have your setup quantity, if you're an online boutique, I love for you to have about 200 to 300 units starting up. Like, that should be plenty. Even like 100. Honestly, you could even go as low as 150 units, across multiple styles or whatever. But then once you're rocking and rolling, your inventory and your reorders and your new orders are completely based on sales, okay? So it's really hard for me to say, if you're gonna have a brick and mortar store, it has to fill the store. Again, same with a mobile. So it just depends on the model. But inventory is always based on sales. It's not based on, oh my God, like, things are slow. We should, like, what I hear so much that bugs the shit out of me? Oh my God, I'm not selling a lot, so I should have a sale. No. Or I should buy more. No. You should try to sell more. Okay? That's always the solution, not the other two options, okay? Not a good thing. Okay. Dawn, I did my first Facebook Live. Great feedback. New customers. Yes, Dawn. Get it, girl. Oh, I'm supposed to be quiet. I'm in a hotel. You guys always know I'm, like, too loud in these places. Okay, did you struggle deciding which products to sell, or did your target market... Did I struggle deciding which products to sell or struggle with my target market, like age? I did not. So I always say that you should sell what you love. And then also, like, cross-check it with what your people like. So my target market, honestly, was, like, very much like me. Like, she was the same age, like, we liked the same things, we were kind of on the same journey in life. And I find that most women in boutiques, their customers, like, basically them, so unless you're drastically different than that, no. And I think in terms of what products to sell, the bottom line is, guys, if you run a boutique, the best selling products, and this is like let's not reinvent the wheel, best selling products are always tops, dresses, accessories, bottoms. Bottoms are tough, not really jeans. Bottoms are very dependent on what tops you sell, and they're very dependent on where you are. Okay, like, I couldn't sell jeans in Boston, save my life, but I could sell the shit out of leggings. Okay, totally depends. Generally, skirts don't sell well. They don't really fit people well. And I think women are really into, like, one-piece outfits. That's why dresses over skirts. I think women don't really know how to style skirts. So I never suggest people start out with skirts. I think it's, like, not good. And then in terms of accessories, I think you could always sell scarves, right? You can always, I say don't sell handbags. Women want designer handbags. Unless it's, like, little crossbody things or pouches, don't sell a big handbag. I think it's going to be harder to sell. And I never say to sell shoes. Just the size runs are going to crush you. Unless you're, again, if you're doing big volume here, like, totally fine, right? But shoes, you just have to own a lot of inventory, so it's hard. So Eureka, and actually, in all my programs, we talk about ideal client a lot. And so I think the Boutique Basics Bootcamp would be good for you, because we'll go into depth there. Lucretia, I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm butchering your name. Lucretia. If I buy a shirt for $20 wholesale, how much would the retail be? $60? I'm having issues figuring out the markup. So the markup is 3x. That's the best way to think about it. There is an initial margin formula that's in my book, but basically it's a 3x. So yes, $20 wholesale turns into $60 retail. Yep. Okay. Cool. Okay, you guys, so that seems to be the bulk of the questions. I'm going to jump off. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments or want me to do live streams about other things, feel free to comment in the comment section below. If you need help with other things, give me some suggestions. I'm always looking for ideas for the podcast and for videos. If you haven't yet, my podcast is called the Boost Your Boutique Podcast. It's available on iTunes and Stitcher, and I have 25 episodes up now, guys, so go listen. Thank you so much for joining me. Here's to making lots of friends and making lots of money. I'll talk to you guys all really soon, okay? Bye.